What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So we got Claressa Shields in the news. As you guys can see, this is a verified Twitter account. It says, I have to say this at Eddie Hearn. It's okay to have your opinion, but to ish on a fighter after their victory and say things no one wants to see that fight. Say things like no one wants to see that fight. He didn't fight. He ran. That is so disrespectful. Devin Haney put on a boxing clinic against a powerhouse of Brian Norman. What you said was whack as hell and uncalled for. Do better. Hashtag GWOAT. And yes, that is what she is. A GWOAT. Listen, first and foremost, this is why I love Claressa Shields, bro. And I'ma always support Claressa Shields. I'ma always defend Claressa Shields because this is why I'm gonna take it a step further. This is why I appreciate black women. And that's not to say I don't appreciate any women in any other race. I'm saying this because black women are always going to defend black men. And this is a prime example of a beautiful black queen defending a young king and Devin Haney. All right. Claressa Shields has always spoken her mind and always talked about the injustice that certain fighters get. And, you know, a lot of people don't like her. They say she's loud and all this type of stuff. But guess what, bro? You know, she's not the first fighter to do that. Some of the fighters that you guys feel like are Hall of Famers or in the history of boxing have done what she's done, and you guys pay homage to them. You just don't want to pay homage to Claressa Shields, but that's all right because in this channel, we do. Now, Eddie Hearn, bro. I'm very disappointed in Eddie Hearn because I always stated I don't trust no promoters because promoters, I just don't trust what any promoter says. If you understand boxing, you understand that they're trying to sell you their product. And a lot of them don't really care about their fighters. I thought Eddie Hearn was a little bit different. I thought he was more authentic, but I can see he's just like any other promoter. As soon as once you're not with them, they have nothing but negative things to say about you. All right, let me go ahead and play what he had to say about Devin Haney, and I'm gonna give you my opinion.
Guy that we believe can compete at that level.
Yeah. Devin Haney at 147. Impressed with what you saw?
No. I mean, build. They're not happy with me because I said it was boring. How boring was it? I mean, like, let's be honest. Like, you know, and I said on the broadcast, I give Devin respect. He's become a 3-division world champion, but it ain't good to watch. He doesn't want to engage at all. So it's not. I'm not having a go at them. I'm just being honest. He doesn't look like a guy that really wants to be in there. But anyway, well done to him.
What did his excellent?
Well, let's see. You answer your own question, Eddie. How boring was that fight? Was it boring because Devin Haney is no longer signed to you? Because you tend to never have an issue with Devin Haney before he left you. Now all of a sudden you're trashing him. And what's crazy was Devin Haney said nothing but positive things about Eddie Hearn, and now up in here now Eddie Hearn has Conor Ben, who done fought. If we be in 100, I gave Conor Ben our credit, but your fighter fought a drained Chris Eubank Jr. But granted, it was at 160, so whatever it is what it is. But why is Devin Haney all of a sudden boring to you now? I wonder about that. But here's my thing, bro. I don't trust no promoter. This is why I don't trust. If Conor Ben, who was sitting by Eddie Hearn during the fight, if Conor Ben was to leave Eddie Hearn would then talk bad about Conor Ben. He criticized him. Oscar De La Hoya did the same thing with Canelo Alvarez. When he was with Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo Alvarez was the best thing since I don't know when. Oh, he's this, he's that, he's that. At the moment he left Oscar De La Hoya, then you heard Oscar De La Hoya start saying stuff like, "Oh, he was avoiding Triple G. I had to force him I had to make him fight Triple G, and he's just all this criticism coming from Oscar De La Hoya." But I guarantee you, I can bet my life on it. If Canelo Alvarez was to be like, "Hey, De La Hoya, I want to go, come back do business with you," I guarantee you, De La Hoya will open it with all arms. That's how all these promoters are, bro, and that's why I don't really trust promoters, bro. I don't trust promoters. I don't trust nothing they say. I feel like all of them are snake. They just all in it to get the money. They don't really care for the fighters. I don't feel like no promoter does now. I thought Eddie Hearn was the one person that actually cared for his fighters, even though Devin Haney is not his fighter no more. You know, you don't even have to say nothing about. My whole thing is you could have been like, yeah, you know, I mean, it was Devin did what he had to do. He put on a good performance. Cause I will say this, bro. I don't feel like it was a boring fight. I just feel like Devin Haney kind of coasted. He kind of hit the cruise control button after about like round 7. I think Devin Haney like hit the cruise control and coasted to a victory or whatnot. But to say that the whole fight was boring, that's a lie. That's trash. That's a lie. You didn't think it was boring when he knocked Brian Norman down and Conor Ben had that shocked look on his face and y'all was, oh my goodness, and standing up and all this type of stuff. You didn't think it was boring then. So like, bro, stop it, bro. Stop it with the cap, bro. Even Bob Arum and I will say I feel like out of all the promoters, Bob Arum by far is the greatest promoter. I think Bob Arum is the greatest promoter of all time in my opinion. I don't trust him. He did the same thing with Terrence Crawford. Oh, Terrence Crawford was the best day smoking, but then as soon as Terrence Crawford left him, I lost so much money on Terrence Crawford. He's a great fighter. He can't sell nothing, and he's this, that, and the third. They only speak highly of you because you're signed with them. They're only looking off the money that they can make off of you. They don't care about none of that. You got to really take it for what it is, bro. He did the same. Bob Arum did the same thing with Floyd. The moment that Floyd left Top Rank, Bob Arum started saying that he was ducking all his fighters. Said Floyd was ducking Margarito. Floyd was ducking Miguel Cotto. Floyd was ducking Manny Pacquiao. All of the Top Rank fighters that he said Floyd was ducking. But in actuality, it comes out that Floyd just didn't really want to do business with Bob Arum because of how the type of person Bob Arum was or whatnot, right? So I'm just the only person you don't hear speak about their fighters. I mean, you don't hear this dude speak at all is Al Heyman. But he's not a promoter, he's an advisor. But anyways, regardless, bro, this dude Devin, like, how can you hate on Devin Haney? This dude literally, just think about this right here for a second. It's 2025, right? Think about the year 2024 for Devin Haney. Literally the worst year of Devin Haney's career. I mean, he had the upset loss from Ryan Garcia, which then turned into a no contest. He then, people bashed him because Ryan Garcia, which never it just never made sense to me. Ryan Garcia missed weight. Yeah, everybody, you guys like to trash Keyshawn Davis for missing weight, and Shakur Stevenson, y'all like to trash them for missing weight, but for some reason Ryan Garcia misses weight, and y'all feel like this is a good thing by 3 pounds, then test positive for a banned substance, but yet for some reason you guys are still criticizing Devin Haney. That literally makes absolutely no sense in whatsoever. You guys want to say, oh, it's just Austrian. Yeah, guess what? I want to hear that same talk with Subaru Matias. But anyways, you guys criticize Devin Haney off the Ryan Garcia performance. Devin Haney sues them because, for one, Ryan Garcia, for every pound that he weighed over 140 pounds, he had to pay $500,000 to. They never paid Devin Haney that money. So Devin Haney sues them because he didn't get his money or whatnot. You guys criticize him saying he's suing for battery. Devin Haney did not sue this man because he got punched in the face. Stop it, bro. The man never got his money. The money went to Golden Boy. Devin Haney never got the money that he was deserved because Ryan Garcia missed weight. And you guys are upset at that. Ryan Garcia literally did everything wrong in that, and you guys criticize Devin Haney for it. Right? So then y'all do this criticism and all this type of stuff, and then Devin Haney comes and he fights Jose Ramirez, and I will agree it wasn't an entertaining fight, but he was trying to secure the bag with Ryan Garcia because Ryan Garcia was then supposed to. Everybody and their mama thought Ryan Garcia was gonna beat Rolly, and it was already built up and signed for the Ryan Garcia Devin Haney rematch. Ryan Garcia didn't uphold his end of the deal, so y'all criticize Devin Haney for the fight for the type of fight that he had. Come up with a whole cartoon slogan, continue to bash this dude, call him all type of names, and then he becomes the underdog in his fight with Brian Norman. He becomes the underdog in the fight with Brian Norman. You guys said he can't block a hook. He can't defend a hook. He's done. He ain't got a chin, even though he's never been knocked out. He doesn't have a chin. Somebody had the nerve to say Devin Haney doesn't have heart. Matter of fact, hold on a second. Let me put this clown on here real quick.
Welcome back to MBP210. So, Devin Haney wins and beats a guy that nobody ever heard of. Gets a knockdown in the second round. Can't put him out. A couple of times he was getting hit and getting hurt. And I just feel like the next guy he fights, legitimate champion, at where he's at, is probably gonna hurt him. Devin Haney's a good boxer, but he lacks power and he lacks heart. Because when he gets hurt, once he gets hurt, he quits. And this guy had no challenge or whatever. Congratulations to him, but he ain't no true champion.
Hey, somebody tag this dude into this video so this clown could, cause I'll cook dude. He says Devin Haney beats a guy that nobody ever heard of, but yet Devin Haney was the underdog in this fight. Makes that make sense? He said Devin Haney didn't fight a real champion. I want you guys to do me a favor. First and foremost, but we're gonna exclude the fact that Devin Haney was the underdog coming into this fight. Name one champion at 147 at this time that was more dangerous than Brian Norman. Brian Norman just came off of a knockout of the year knockout. Name one champion that's more dangerous. What you gonna say? Mario Barrios, whack ass? Rolly Romero? What's the other dude name that I've never heard of? Crocker? That dude? Like, stop the cap. These are the clowns that I'm talking about. He said Devin Haney has no heart. He said Devin Haney quits when he gets hurt. I'm sorry. How many times was Devin Haney dropped in this fight with Ryan Garcia and hurt? Did you see him quit at all? Against a guy that tested positive for a banned substance and missed weight? Did you see him quit at all? I'm sorry. Didn't he get dropped like 3 times and that fight was still a majority decision win for for Ryan Garcia? Did he not get up every time and was outboxing Ryan Garcia until he got caught? But he has no heart? What is your definition of heart? Somebody just standing there letting you hit them? Whoever this dude is, tag him to the channel and I challenge this dude to come on here. I'll even go on his platform and I'll embarrass him, bro. This dude don't know nothing about boxing. The dude says Devin Haney doesn't have heart. Devin Haney fought a nobody, but Devin Haney was the underdog coming into the fight. That doesn't even make sense whatsoever. Nah, bro, just say you don't know boxing and just say you don't like Devin Haney, bro. You better off just saying that, bro. But you got clowns like this guy right here who wants to sit here and try to criticize Devin Haney. Nah, buddy, you get no cool points over here, homie. Devin Haney fought through adversity. He had to go through what Devin Haney went through, 90% of you guys wouldn't even couldn't go through because y'all are not man enough to handle what comes at you. Devin Haney had to go through that. And guess what? Came and while nobody believed him, majority of the people didn't believe Devin Haney would win this fight. That's why he was the underdog. He believed in himself and he came out there and he won clearly. And he's definitely a real champion, a 3-division champion at that, former undisputed champion. So yes, guys like Eddie Hearn who want to criticize him, guys like this clown on here, MB whatever his name is, these guys, we exclude them out. We exclude them out because they obviously don't know what they're talking about. Devin Haney perform great. I think that Devin Haney has a bright future at 147 because it's not really even 140. I think he beats all the champions at 147, including Ryan Garcia if Ryan Garcia beats Mario Barrios in a rematch, a fight that Ryan Garcia doesn't even deserve. Why does Ryan Garcia get a title shot after coming off of a loss, a clear loss the way he did, right? That's my take on it. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know? Oh, but don't forget, tag that dude on here. Tag him on here.